Welcome back to Born for This Stories, where we speak the truths no one told us, so you don't have to carry this alone.
All these other things that play onto each other, that I do feel like it does stem into the gut because we can do all the things, take all the supplements, eat so well, but if
Mhm.
our digestive system is not functioning properly and it's not absorbing the nutrients and the vitamins and the minerals that we give it, that's not going to be helpful either.
Yeah, for sure. And I think you just explained that like so well, just to connect all those dots. And I think it's important to put that information out there because most people don't know. They don't know there's
Yeah.
a connection, or there's even like those tests that are, like you said, like non-invasive. Like you're already changing your baby's diaper anyway. Like you can just take a sample
Yes.
and get so much
Yes.
information to help just really help heal and repair them, which
Mm-hmm.
is, I mean, ultimately, like no one wants their kiddo to suffer and be itchy and have,
Yeah.
rough skin and bleed. And I mean, so if there's something you can empower yourself to do, I mean, it is nice to be able to do that for sure.
Mm-hmm, for sure. And it's so readily available to, like, yes, you have to go through providers for that, but there is more than one way to
Hmm.
help heal the skin besides topicals.
Yep. Yeah. And I would imagine too, like when this comes out and if people start like talking and like reaching out, and you probably have seen this, like probably in support groups that you're in, that it just, you use them and then it gets worse and then you're on them again and then there's just no other solutions. So anyway, having like the information that you have and do is just, it's so key. It's so key for sure.
Hmm. Yeah, that's why the mission is so big,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Like,
100%.
um, yeah, like, because no one talks about it. No one feels like they should be allowed to do that,
Yeah.
right? I kind of felt like that. Like, I'm a provider, right? I should do this,
Hmm.
right? And I
Yeah.
should not be allowed to go down this other path, but like, it's not working.
Yes.
Right. So, like,
Yes.
if it's not working, why do we feel bad about taking another route? Right. Like,
Right.
we shouldn't feel bad trying to heal our child with other methods because it's not the correct way or it's not the conventional way.
Yeah.
And that's why my mission and why I talk about it so much is because there is another way. Healing is completely possible without topical steroids. We have to just be okay with it and like fully buy in.
Yeah.
And a lot of parents are also like, well, do I have to stop them while we heal too? And like, no, you can do whatever you need to do for your
Yeah.
child, right? But there's
Yes.
also like this back end that we can do while you're still using the topicals to heal so that hopefully we can be off them for forever, right? Like
Yes.
I always say, like we're not healing for right now, we're healing for forever. So
Right.
what are the steps that we take or that we can take so that our child heals and stays healed, right? And
Yes.
not be so reliant on a topical.
Yes. And if you don't mind too, let's chat a little bit about like, I feel like if I was someone that wasn't in the medical field, I would be not sure on how my baby's like gut could be bad if they're a baby. Like, how could
Yeah.
that happen? Especially even like the parents in like the holistic realm, like you're just like you said, because we had a similar experience. Like like my second birth was like picture perfect, like home birth, all this stuff. But then to have these other things on the other side, you're like, but I did all the right things. Like, how could he have a bad gut?
Yes. Yes. This one was a big one
Mm-hmm.
because like, okay, because we talk about mom guilt too. Like, this
Oh
is
my
not your
gosh.
fault,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Valid. Say it.
But,
Scream it.
right, this is not your fault, even though baby is seeded from mom and dad, right? So when we talk about gut health and microbiome, how can a baby have such a poor gut? Baby's already going to have a poor gut. They are
Hmm.
brand new.
Yep.
You do not build your microbiome until 3 to 4 years of age. So there's grace there. It takes 3 to 4 years to really build up that microbiome. What you do in that time frame is huge, right? So
Yeah.
it's already going to look bad, not bad, but not the best because they have to build, right? Um, but everything that like your gut is your mom's gut is your grandma's gut, same thing. Your husband's gut is his dad's gut, like all this stuff, right? So we have to think about as like a family unit, how is everyone's gut health? And like you start asking questions and they're like, oh yeah, my stomach hurts after I eat all the time. Like that's not normal,
Right.
you know? Or
Right.
like, oh, I can't even look at that because my stomach already hurts. Or
Yeah.
the whole like lactose intolerance or all that stuff that everyone makes you think is so normal as a society that's not normal,
Right.
right? Like you shouldn't be running to the bathroom after every meal. We shouldn't have bloating, gas pains, indigestion, heartburn after every meal. These are all signs of gut something as adults
Hmm.
that we're like, I'll take a Tums for that.
Right.
Oh, that's totally normal to run to the bathroom after every meal, or like it's things like that that we've made so normal. And that, and even like with birth, right? Like when you have a vaginal birth compared to like a C-section birth, right? That C-section baby gets exposed to hospital environment first, right? And then
Hmm.
you need to hope and pray that mom got skin to skin immediately with baby on skin to skin and not on gown. Right,
Yeah.
because that's bacteria there, what you're exposing to baby at birth, and then antibiotics at birth too,
Right.
right? With our moms who have like group B strep that's positive, you automatically get put on IV antibiotics during labor, right? And for
Yeah.
sure postpartum for a C-section birth, right? And so the history of antibiotic use immediately,
Hmm.
the eye goop that babies
Hmm.
get when they're first born too, all of that plays into microbiome.
Yeah.
Um, and what we're doing at home, right? Like how many visitors are we having? Do we have siblings? Do our siblings have any issues? Like, do we have pets in the home? All of this plays into baby's microbiome and how we build baby's microbiome. But they're already going to start out with very little, and we have to
Hmm.
think about all the things that we have done to help build microbiome for baby during that time. So, like, did we do probiotics during pregnancy? Did we have to take antibiotics? Was it a vaginal birth, hospital birth, C-section? Like, all that plays into account
Yeah.
for sure.
And I think it's so good to just highlight that stuff like you did because it's like if you're going to your provider, your dermatologist, your pediatrician, and they're not asking those questions and you're just getting frustrated because you're still getting another steroid, like these are the deeper questions to ask and to think about like for yourself to say, hey, maybe I need to go a different route. Just maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Or even thinking, why do the steroids work? The steroids work because
Hmm.
they're shutting down the immune system response,
Right.
right? Like that's all it is. Like that topical steroid is just shutting down the immune system response. So how do you not believe that it's an immune system reaction and that it's an immune system issue and that it's just a skin issue when topical steroids, their whole job is to shut down the immune system? Like, please don't respond. Don't respond here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's why when you take it away, your immune system is beautiful and it's going to do what it's going to do and it's going to respond,
Yeah.
right? And so that's why the topical steroids have to get increased or you have to keep using it. As soon as you take it away, you are asking your immune system to function and work again like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Um, and so if you can believe like the steroids work, we have to believe that eczema is an immune system reaction, that it's an immune system issue. And going back to understanding that 70 to 80% of that immune system is in your gut. And so it's not crazy to look at gut health to help with the skin too.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, let's pivot a little bit because like we were chatting earlier when we had originally like connected, I'm like, okay, we're gonna talk about eczema and like this
Yeah.
is gonna be also great because I think it's just something that's so common and I want to empower caregivers to like know there's like a different way and there's other providers they can connect with and all that stuff. But then I was reading your form and there is like I feel like you have two stories for
Oh my
purpose
goodness.
on this podcast. Would you mind sharing the second
Yeah,
portion?
yeah. This is why I further love gut health, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
our digestive system is just crazy. But we thought we were out of the woods with Emerson, right? We were good. We also had baby number four on the way,
Oh,
right? Yeah,
oh, oh
as
man.
soon as Emerson was healed, we were good. We
Yeah.
were beautiful. I was like, let me, like just like have time for me and like organizing. We literally, all we had left of Emerson was like a bin of burp cloths. And like literally the next day I found out I was pregnant with baby number four. I was like, beautiful. So, and so we have baby number four on the way. And as soon as she was like born and we were doing good, Emerson um, was two at the time, almost three. And he was like, hey, mom, my stomach hurts. My kids, like, they usually, if they're sick or have something going on, we're sick for about 48 hours and we're good,
Yeah.
right? So he had a stomach ache, just like any parent, like, oh, okay, stomach ache. We're not thinking about anything huge, right? So we went to bed and he woke up still with it. I was like, okay, so this is probably something, probably a bad bug. He was very lethargic and everything too. I was like, okay, well, when we have stomach viruses, we throw up, we're not going to want to eat. And so I thought we were good. But day three of this, I was like, okay, this is something because no way my son is not eating, not drinking for 3 days and
Right.
complaining of stomach ache. So we called our pediatrician then, and she was like, okay, let's try this and this. Like nothing was helping him. And by day three, four, he was like vomiting bile at this point.
Mm,
And so she was like, okay, you have to take him in because this is not good. This is not normal. And so we took him in and they gave him an IV bag of fluids because they were like, he's just dehydrated at this point. And we were like trying to avoid an ER visit in the middle of the night. So they gave him a bag of IVs, still wasn't good.
mm,
And we got admitted into the ER because our pediatrician came over that next morning, was like, no, look at his stomach. Like his stomach is so bloated. This is not normal. He didn't have any pain or anything either. Like you can touch and feel his belly. He didn't have anything. It just looked bloated.
yeah.
So we went to the ER. He got admitted pretty quickly, thank goodness, because we were vomiting bile in the ER. And it turns out that he has a twisted Meckel's diverticulum. So a Meckel's diverticulum is just like extra appendage that should have got reabsorbed in utero, and his didn't. 2 to 3% of the population have it, and you would never even know. You would never
Sure.
even know. It's like you had this extra appendage unless something happened to it. And so for him, something happened to it. His got twisted somehow
Mm.
and became necrotic. It died. And in surgery to remove it, when the surgeon untwisted it, he went septic because
Oh
this
man.
dead appendage now released all its toxins into his body. And so he went septic while he was under, and he was too weak to continue on with the surgery. So they
Mm.
had to remove a few inches of his intestine, do an ileostomy for him. He had an ileostomy bag
Yeah.
for him to heal. And so I didn't think we'd be changing ileostomy bags for
Yeah.
any of our kids, but there we
Yeah.
were. And so he did okay in the hospital. That was something in itself. But at home, we were just changing ileostomy bags for a few months until his digestive system healed enough to go back under. He had an ileostomy reversal around Thanksgiving of that year, and he's been great ever since.
Great.
He's been good ever since. But anytime he gets a stomach ache or anything, I freak out and have like
Yeah.
PTSD from that. Just literally last year, he had a stomach ache with the same symptoms. I was like, oh my goodness, not again. Um, so we went to the ER immediately this time, and he had what was called an ileus. And so, an ileus is literally, for whatever reason, GI system just shut down,
Mm.
nervous system wise. It
Yeah.
just shut down. Nothing's moving, nothing's working. And so, in his X-ray, you just saw a bunch of air, gas, no movement. And so, when they said this is a nervous system issue, I was like, okay, done. I just wanted to know that was not another blockage. I just wanted
Yeah.
to know that it was nothing crazy. Alias, we got it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so we literally went back to just adjusting him every single hour, again, giving him traditional Chinese herbs like herbals to help wake up his system. He was fine in 24 hours.
Great.
But little things like this is now I have to think about like, am I going to freak out for
Yeah. Yeah.
the rest of his life? Like, what is happening inside his GI system? Literally, anytime he says his stomach hurts, my heart stops a bit.
Hmm.
But yeah, yeah, this is why I love gut health so much too. Like, what was happening inside there,
Right.
like when he was under, his surgeon also told me that his mesentery was all tangled too. Like your mesentery is just like what's protective in there, so they had to like undo a lot of like twist and all these things inside his mesentery too. So it really had me thinking like what was happening into the gut
Yeah.
that could have possibly maybe caused his eczema too, because that wasn't good in
Yeah.
there, because none of this we would have known unless he went under and they got in there,
Right.
right? So like they had to like do stuff to his mesentery, and while they were in there, they went ahead and took out his appendix anyway because they said that the way everything looked, if he had any issues later on in life, it would be really hard to get to. And so just the way he was like organized
Hmm.
in there. So yeah, I mean, he had a lot going on in his sweet little belly there,
Yeah.
at only the age of like 2, 3, you know?
Yeah. He's a little warrior, man.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I keep telling like God is like he's prepping you for something, dude. For something
This is true.
bigger.
This
That
is
at this
true.
point, right? He
Yeah.
just turned 6. And so like the Ilias was last year. I'm like, please, Lord, I don't need like
Yeah.
anything else
Yeah.
right now with his poor belly, with his poor belly.
Mm.
But yeah, we went through that too after we thought we were good and out of the woods with his eczema.
Yeah. I mean, that's difficult no matter what, because like you said, every time he has a bellyache or something, like I'm sure that like you just freeze in time and like, not again. Please no.
Yes, yes, please not again. We do all the belly things, and it's sad that he knows all the belly things too at the
Yeah.
age of 6, you know.
Yeah.
Um, which they should not have to learn, right? But
Yeah.
it's something that he does. He knows now, like if his belly hurts, he grabs the red light. He does it
Hmm.
immediately. He
Yes.
knows his homeopathics that he can grab.
Love it.
He knows how to do his castor oil packs if we
Love
need
it.
them,
Yes.
right? Like he knows what to ask for, and we know at this point, like he knows his body.
Mhm.
And so if he doesn't want to eat something, if he doesn't want something, if something's too much, we just listen.
Yeah. Yeah.
At this point. But yeah, he knows how to help himself
Yes.
too.
That's so good. And I mean, it's his journey as well, right? Like we started as
Yes.
parents, but then depending on like what they have and like the progression or, you know, with the expectation, then it becomes more of their story as well. And I love the
Yeah.
holistic support. I mean, we want to highlight a lot more of that on the podcast as well. So I love that you're already like in that. I mean, I obviously know you're in that world, so it's helpful.
Yeah.
But also, you help parents with this, right? You help parents like navigate this space with their children.
Yes. Yes. Literally, I was very, very sad that I suffered in silence pretty much throughout this
Hmm.
whole journey.
Yes.
Like I was thinking, no way someone could understand what I was going through with severe eczema and also thinking like this should not be me,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
this should not happen to my child.
Right.
We are healthy. We do all the things to be healthy.
Mhm.
Why is this happening to my child? And the only one of 4, like the only one. And so like what was going on with there. And so I was very sad that I didn't reach out, didn't try to find a community, didn't reach out for help. None of our family and friends had anything. No one has eczema. So no one understood like what is going on with your son. But our my cousin who was pregnant at the same time. Like literally, she had twins. I had Emerson. We were a day apart in due date, but since she had twins, she had her twins earlier. They also had eczema, and so they were the only 3 little cousins that dealt with anything skin wise, which is
Oh,
funny to me. And she doesn't even live here. She lives
yeah.
in Louisiana. And
That's
so
so
it's like,
crazy.
what was happening during this time? It
Mm,
was very, very interesting. This is what I tell
yeah.
parents too. Like, um, our environment's not the same, our soil is not the same, our food's not the same, and so our microbiome is not going to be the same because of that too. But yeah, I teach parents on it now because I want to empower parents. Like, here's all the things that I did that you should know that helps, right?
Yes.
Because I wish I had someone to tell me, do these things. This helps versus like researching and research and having to figure things out on my own, having to trial and error on my own because who wants to do that? Who
Right.
has time for that? No one
Right.
teaches you that. No one teaches you how to deal with oozing bloody skin. No one
Hmm.
teaches you like you're not allowed to wear dark clothing with a child with eczema because the the lint and the stuff from
Oh,
the
yeah.
pigment from
Yeah.
that is hard to take out of oozing, crusting skin and what that could mean. And no one teaches you that as a parent. And so now I definitely want to empower parents that you can help heal your child with eczema without using topical steroids. There is
Love
a
it.
way, there is a path. Healing is completely possible. You don't have to pray that they outgrow it, and you don't have to feel like you need to be reliant on the topical steroids. For sure, there is another path for you, and I talk about it all day, every day,
Love
because
it.
because of that. I just wish someone helped me get there faster,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Who just that. I wish I had someone help me get there faster and just listened. Right?
Yep.
Just listened. Like this is not working. Please help me find a different path versus keep trying.
Yeah.
Keep using it.
Yeah.
Right? Because this is all we know.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a big
Um,
takeaway from today is in our talk is people really need to think that, yeah, while medical doctors provide a lot of help to a lot of people, that's not the only way to get something fixed. And it seemed like a failing solution that had no chance of get rid of the symptom and it was going to come right back, heal the problem, and then you're on the right path. So that's hard
yeah,
for a lot of people who just hear about trust your doctor to think, what else though? Not that you
Hmm.
don't trust the doctor, but what else is there out there?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. There's a time and a place for medicine. I mean,
100%. Yep. Yeah.
everything, the whole sepsis,
Yeah.
everything, keep him alive,
Yeah.
right? All I cared about,
Right.
right? Keep him alive. Do whatever you have to do to keep him alive,
Yes.
right? There's a time and a place for medicine for sure. But there's also like being okay with like, what else could we do? What else is there for that?
Mhm.
You know, even when we were in the hospital, like I did all the things I want to do to help heal my child with all the
Yeah.
ballet things, right? And his medical team was amazed at how well he was healing. We were
Yes.
in the NICU, right? And he literally just got like extubated, like breathing on his own after surgery. And they were like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. He's the healthiest one on the floor right now. We need his bed." Like, are we serious?
Yeah.
You just extubated him, right? He's just breathing on his own, and you're telling me that he's the healthiest one on this floor to get moved up right now. So like,
Yeah.
okay. But during his healing process in the hospital, he did very well, very well. And it's just a testament to like things that we were doing from home,
Sure.
things I had in the hospital with us, right? Things to nourish us. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My mom, our friends were like cooking him food and doing things and delivering it to him for healing, right?
Love it.
Because we have to think about food allergies too. And no matter how well they did to try to help with allergies, like we have to think about
Hmm.
how sensitive this little guy is because he
Yeah.
was getting reactions in the hospital too. And it's like, okay, just little things like that. But there's so much that we could be doing that our medical team, even though they're so great, is not
Hmm.
not thinking outside the box for us sometimes. And
Yeah.
we just need to be open and okay with hearing other views, even if it's not what we want to hear, or you think it may not work for you, or it's like too good
Hmm.
to feel like it could be for you, right?
Yeah.
Which is a big one. Like we talk about this, we make all these promises. You see Emerson's story, and healing is so possible, but there are also a lot of parents out there like, no way, no way that's going to help my kid,
Yeah.
right? With how bad their child's eczema looks too. And I promise you, there's a way. We just have to be like open to it.
Yes. I love that. And we're going to post it in the show notes too, but you had mentioned like you have a free webinar people can watch to like
Yes,
use to you and your information and hear more about your mission and how to work with you. So we'll definitely provide that.
yes,
But do you want to give a shout out to like your social media handles and how people can find
sure.
you?
Sure. So if you want to find me, I'm most active on Instagram. You can find me at dr_Kim Tran on Instagram. But on there, there's also my link to the webinar as well.
Love it.
You can literally watch my 11-minute, right? Yeah, 11-minute webinar on there. And I go into it. I dig deep into like the whole what eczema is, why it's the skin, why it's an immune system reaction, why it shows up on the skin. We get into gut health, my frameworks for healing, and that healing is possible, and then how to work with me from there.
Cool. Awesome. And again, we'll post it too so people can have like direct access into the show notes and they can find it. But your story is so powerful and we appreciate you sharing and giving us more information on how to heal from the inside out and empowering parents to ask more questions.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me and letting me share our story.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. We'll chat soon.
Thank you. Yeah.
Have a good day.
Thank you for joining us for today's conversation on Born for This Stories. If this episode resonated with you, we'd love for you to take one simple step. Share it with a friend, another parent, or a caregiver who might need to know they are not alone in this journey. Make sure you are subscribed so you will never miss an episode. We release new stories every Monday. And if you're looking for more connection, resources, or ways to share your own story, come join us on Instagram at Born for This Stories, or visit our website at bornforthisstories.com. Remember, whatever part of the journey you're in, the waiting room, the recovery, or the in-between, you do not have to carry it alone. We see you, we stand with you, and never forget, you were born for this.